Arizona is a pivotal state to turn those 11 electoral votes, and Seed the Vote is going to have its own office in our set of offices.
I'm currently organizing in key legislative districts. However, we're also building base throughout the whole state of Arizona. Lucha is partnering with Seed the Vote because we've seen firsthand the importance that talking to voters at the door has, and that's exactly how we're going to achieve these key victories come November.
Pennsylvania is a battleground state where so many organizations and volunteers and supporters with deeply well-meaning ideals parachute into Pennsylvania at the last minute. And in so many cases, that capacity goes into organizations and campaigns that aren't year-round, aren't rooted in a base and in a community. So having a partner like Seed the Vote that is able to coordinate and organize those supporters all across the country and then channel them into a local bottom-up base building, power building vehicles like APIPA and the other organizations that Seed the Vote partners with is incredibly important to us.
We know there's no Harris Walk victory without Pennsylvania. That's why we're running the biggest campaign in Pennsylvania. Our canvassers come from the same communities that we're canvassing in. Some communities where other campaigns won't go. Seed the Vote knows that it's up to us to make sure our voices and our votes count.
The path to the White House goes through Nevada and the Culinary Union. We do canvass door to door, and every vote can count. I think that what I'm doing here in Reno moves people to go out and vote.
The reality of this election is that our freedoms and rights are on the line, and those freedoms and rights extend past Wisconsin borders to, the very edges of this country, and they affect people across the whole world.
Yo, it's Steve with Michigan United Action. Just really excited this year to work with Seed the Vote. We are running a program in Macomb County, which if you want to Google Macomb County and Trump in 2016, it is a county that gave him the slimmest margin of victory in our state. This year, we're bringing a deep canvas into Macomb County where we're going to change the hearts and minds of conflicted voters, and Seed the Vote is helping to make that reality.
I have been so incredibly impressed with Seed the Vote because I feel that there are many community groups and there are many electoral community groups that have worked side by side with us. But I feel that Seed the Vote takes it so seriously. They recruit wonderful volunteers, already pretty highly educated on how to work in the political arena.
Seed the Vote doesn't just bring raw capacity to our programs in terms of volunteer door knockers and phone bankers. They're incredibly helpful as a container for all of the disparate volunteers and supporters all across the country who want to support our work here in Pennsylvania, but who we don't have the capacity, the resources, or the staff in order to coordinate and channel.
I was on a listserv and they're like, hey, where should we send folks? And like 6 different people said Seed the Vote. So y'all clearly made your mark on getting on this model, right? And being the kind of experts on it is super important.
One really important thing about Seed the Vote also that I think is really critical is that the leadership of Seed the Vote, they're not in it for ego. They're in it to win. And that's sort of how we feel.
Seed the Vote has already knocked 1,000 doors in our district, in our region. Volunteers have been coming across the state with energy and an enthusiasm and a desire to learn deep canvassing and really have just an effective canvas this year. So we love Seed the Vote. Thank you all, and appreciate you guys helping us out.